Today, I want to break down our 2024 Google Ads Black Friday checklist just in time for the sale. Now, if you don't know who I am, my name is George. I run one of the leading Google Ads agencies in the world called The Paid Search Company. We spend $1 million a month on Google Ads for our clients. And in this video, I'm going to break down the exact actions you need to be taking to make the most money humanly possible during this sale, okay? And for most e-commerce brands, Black Friday is when they make, 30% of all of their revenue for the entire year. So it is without saying that these actions here in this checklist is extremely, extremely important. This checklist has been built on over 2 years of data and many $1 million of spend, and I'm going to share it with you here today. It will be in the description below as well. Now, before we get started, if you're looking to book a one-to-one Google Ads session with myself and you are a brand owner making at least $30,000 per month, then you can do that in the link description. Let's go. So this is the checklist, and we've got a few different things here. We've got the time frame, we've got the priority, and we've got the status. So time frame. Now, honestly, you've kind of missed the boat on some of the 1 week out actions, but that's okay. You can learn that for next year. And to be honest, you can still action a lot of these 3 to 5 day items immediately right now. And you can keep track of all of these items here with the status bar and the priority as well. So first things first, you want to be lowering your target ROAS bids on your campaigns. Now, if you're running shopping, if you're running Performance Max, chances are you might be testing or toying with target ROAS. What is target ROAS? It's a bid strategy that tells Google Ads to go ahead and only kind of prospect and spend and bid on a customer if it believes it can acquire it at that return on ad spend, right? So for example, if your product costs $100, you want a 2x return on ad spend. That means you can essentially pay Google $50 for an $100 revenue purchase. That would be a 2x. So you're telling Google, if you give Google a target ROAS of 200%, don't go after them if you can't afford them, or buy them for $50, right? Simple. So you actually want to start lowering those settings as we get close to Black Friday so that you're telling Google to go after more people, right? Now, you might think, hey, that's going to reduce my efficiency and reduce my ROAS. In actuality, not necessarily, because during these sale periods like Black Friday, people have higher buying intent. So, even though you're telling Google, hey, instead of going after, a customer that you think you can get for $50, why don't you go up to $75, and that would technically be a ROAS of, I think 1.5 if my math is correct. And while that sounds bad, because maybe let's say that would put you in the red, that would make you unprofitable on that sale, it doesn't necessarily mean Google will acquire that customer for $75 or for a 1.5 ROAS. All it is doing is just telling Google to go after more customers. As I say, it will lower the barrier to entry for prospecting, and it will allow more traffic volume to flow through. And because people are more likely to buy, that means that you'll get more sales actually above probably your $50 benchmark in this example. That's kind of how that works. So start lowering your TROAS by 20 to 30%, I would say. At the same time, you want to start raising up your budgets. Now, of course, we're kind of past this 1 week point. So, it's time to really start pushing up budgets by like 20 to 30%. And this is obvious, right? Everyone's pushing up their budgets, and obviously Google Ads is an auction, so you need to be able to outcompete your competitors with similarly higher budgets so that you can obviously get a good ad rank, right? And you can appear near the top. Now, you're also going to want to make sure that you submit your promotions. Again, never too late to do this. Promotions can get accepted pretty quickly, so again, never too late to do this. Basically here, you want to essentially just go in and add your specific promotion into GMC, ensuring that you have your promotion reflected on your site. There's a code or something on the product page, and then that's going to actually show you a sales price on the shopping ad. This is shopping ad specific, which is going to massively spike up your CTR. So it's very worth doing. And you can also schedule these promotions as well if you are a little bit ahead of time. So, you might want to run a promotion from Black Friday all the way to Cyber Monday. That would probably be smart, and you can do that. So make sure you have an active GMC promotion. A lot of brands run promotions on their site, but they forget to add it into GMC, and they actually miss out on a ton of ROI because of that. So you want to make sure you've got some remarketing campaigns going here as well. Now, this one is obvious in my opinion. You want to target people that are website visitors, abandoned carts, begin checkouts. These are the 3 main remarketing audiences. And you want to retarget with, if possible, retarget them with images and videos. So images in a display campaign and videos in a YouTube campaign. That, in my opinion, covers both of the key touch points. You could also technically remarket to them on search and on shopping, but if you have a PMax campaign, you're already going to be doing that. And if you don't, then maybe that's something you want to do. But to be honest with you, we see the best results with remarketing with visual creative. That's why we recommend display in YouTube. And so, targeting those people with specific Black Friday offers is great because they have shown a level of intent towards your product, but they just haven't pulled the trigger. This is going to get them to do that because they see your Black Friday sale, it's irresistible, they click on the creative and they convert. So you'll actually clean up a bunch of conversions by launching remarketing campaigns now, more than you ever would before. So also on top of that, you want to create sales specific campaigns. Now for us, what we've been doing is we've been creating specific standard shopping campaigns for the best selling products. Why? Because standard shopping, as of the recent PMax update, can outrank Performance Max, which means that there's no real downside to launching single product standard shopping campaigns. They're very quick to learn, they're easy to start spending in most cases. Make sure you launch with a low target ROAS, as I say, like 50 to 100%, real low, so it gets spending quickly, because obviously time is of the essence here. And that's just going to allow you to push more spend towards your best-selling products in a way that PMax won't, PMax is, unless you've got a specific setup, probably you've got a lot of products in there, it's going to kind of spread your spend around. So creating sales-specific shopping campaigns is great. Also, sales-specific, display and YouTube campaigns. Again, you can layer on top of funnel display and YouTube campaigns separate from your remarketing campaigns. Now, of course, this is quite a lot, and for beginner advertisers, you don't need to do this. I would stick to the basics. I would stick to your Performance Max campaign if you have one there. Make sure you've got standard shopping in there as well. They complement each other very nicely. Search, as I say, and if you've got a full build Performance Max, it's going to do a lot of this remarketing and visual stuff anyway. So what you can do is you can actually just add in your Black Friday creatives, images and videos if you have them. And Performance Max is going to do a lot of the stuff here for you, okay? But this is just for those top advertisers that are spending 1K a day or something like that, and you really want to squeeze the juice out of this period. You can launch these dedicated campaigns, okay? Now, we move into the 3 to 5 days before. You should be increasing your budgets. You should be updating your Performance Max assets. In fact, you should be updating your account-wide assets. Again, not something you necessarily need to do 3 to 5 days before. You can do it now. You want to update your account-wide assets, so adding account-wide assets to all of your search, PMax campaigns, YouTube campaigns even, where basically you add in your Black Friday promotion as a promotion extension and add it to all of your campaigns. Simple, easy, quick, it will work very nicely. Then you of course want to add in your specific promotion into your search headlines, maybe even into your YouTube headlines or demand gen headlines if you're running those campaigns. Obviously just saying, buy one get one free or 20% off or whatever, it's going to massively spike CTR. Adding in sales site links as well, that's another example of an account-wide ad extension you can add. Then what you want to be doing during the sale period is monitoring your blended ROAS, okay? So I highly recommend a tool called Triple Whale to check your overall business and advertising metrics. Okay, there's also tools like Nordbeam that do a similar thing. But this is great because during the sale period, day to day, hour to hour, you can track your overall ad spend and your overall revenue, right? And this is going to give you your blended ROAS. This is a much nicer metric to look at, okay, guys? Don't be looking at your Google Ads metrics hour to hour. Google Ads misses a ton of conversions and it retroactively attributes conversions back and back and back, and you won't even see the full effects of your Black Friday campaign until a week later, okay? The only thing you should be looking at, in my opinion, is Shopify revenue, right? Now, yes, there are good things to look at within Google Ads. CTR, for example, is live data, and there's other things that are important, but overall, I think you should be looking at ad spend and revenue, because as well, you don't understand fully the impact and the crossover between Facebook and Google. So monitor your blended ROAS, monitor your search impression share. This is, again, something that's quite important. Make sure you're not getting squeezed out of the auction. You can set up automated alerts for specific things. I've got all the details here for, daily budget checks. You can do it by hour, CTR checks. You can do all these kinds of things here. And then of course your standard campaign optimizations. And I've got a whole checklist of things that you can do here. Just, that you would normally do, right? Making sure that, again, this is potentially not necessarily during the sale, this is more after, but making sure that you're observing performance, checking your search terms, checking the performance of keywords, checking CPCs on too high, etc. So that is everything for this video. Pretty simple Black Friday checklist. I know this is a little bit late, but I wanted to make sure that you get some value here and get some oversight on what you can still do to make the most of this Black Friday and Cyber Monday period, by the way. A lot of this stuff still applies to Cyber Monday if you're running a sale till then. So yeah, that's everything. As I say, if you're a brand owner interested in scaling Google Ads, whether you want us to launch your Google Ads for you, coach you with Google Ads, or just come in and actually act as your Google Ads agency, then please book a simple call with me in the link in the description, and I will see you on there. Bye.